Let me share with you a beautiful story. It's timely and it's perfect, and it's something I think that you're going to enjoy very much. It's the story of Yerushalayim 1936. When there was a Magefa, there was a plague. But unlike this plague, unlike Corona, this plague that happened in Yerushalayim affected children. And tragically, it caused them to go blind. Well, young Bitzalel, a young elementary school child, he wakes up one morning and he starts screaming to his widowed mother, Ima, mommy, help! I can't see! His mother comes running to his room and she looks into his eyes and she saw the symptoms. She runs to the doctor and she says, Doctor, help me. My Bitzalel can't see. He examines the young boy's eyes and he looks sadly at the mother and he says, I'm sorry, your child is going to go blind in 24 hours. He has caught the disease. Well, where does a forlorn mother run? Where does she go in Yerushalayim in 1936? She put her child into a carriage and she went to Kever Rachel, a 2-hour walk. And she goes to Kever Rachel and she cries out, Mama Rachel, please help my child. Gal einov ve'abiton iflois mitayrasecha. Open his eyes and let him see the beauty of your Torah. He loves to learn. That's all he wants to do. Please, I beg you. And her son, who had fallen asleep, Bitzalel, suddenly wakes up and he begins to cry and daven like an adult. And he says, Mama Rachel, please, allow my eyes to be illuminated by your Torah. I am willing to be mevater and give up everything. I will give up seeing your beautiful mountains and valleys, the beauty of Yerushalayim. I will give up seeing my friends. And now his voice cracks and he says, I am willing to give up even seeing my mother. But the beloved Torah that you have, please allow me to read those svarim. I'm begging you, Hashem, please help. And he cries himself into an exhausted sleep. She takes him back home. She puts him to bed. And the next morning he wakes up, he screams, Ima, help me. And she runs in and he's smiling. He says, Mommy, I can see. And this story told by Reb Zundel Stern, he heard it from his mother, who heard it from Bitzalel's mother. Bitzalel would grow up to become Reb Bitzalel Zolti, the Rav of Yerushalayim. And I want to tell you why this story means so much to me, because when I was in yeshiva, 3rd year Beis Medrash, I prepared my chabura. It was the first chabura I prepared, a collection of Torah thoughts on the Gemara. And I opened up a sefer, Mishnas Yavitz, at 6:30 in the morning, and I was not an early riser. And I began to learn and to write over what this great Gadol, what this great Talmid Chacham had said. That was my first chabura. It was written by Rabbi Bitzalel Zolti. He wrote the sefer, Mishnas Yavitz. It is not a stretch to say that the Avas HaTorah, the love for Torah, any that I have developed, is really sourced in the cries of a 10-year-old child who refused to not learn Torah. It's Shavuot. It's the time for learning Torah. And unfortunately, we might not be in our shuls yet, but nothing can stop us from learning Torah. Have a great Yontif.